Hi there! I am on a walk and I wanted to make a small Christmas video. You can see it's still a little bit autumn here, but it is November and we are getting closer to Christmas. And I went to the supermarket and they started putting up a lot of elves and plastic decorations. And I thought we should do it a little bit different here on my channel because there's so much nature around and it's perfect for our Christmas illustrations, cards, gift tags, everything. So I found some wonderful seed pods that I'm going to use as inspiration for this small tutorial. So these are seed pods from cornflowers. Look how beautiful they are. And there's tons of ways to take inspiration from nature, and I absolutely love that. And I actually have a freebie for you if you want to check that out, and you can find a link for it below, and I'll put a link for it on the screen here as well, so you can check that out, filled with inspiration for what to use in nature. But we're going to use these seed pods today, so I'll just set up my gear and we can get started. I just was thinking a little bit about how to use this seed pod in a composition for Christmas, and I kind of decided on a decoration with a candle. So having a candle kind of on the right side, something like this, because we have these very long seed pods and they could look really cute, kind of in a decoration where they would kind of be on the opposite side, kind of uneven, and making an asymmetrical composition, but also kind of mimicking the flame a little bit. So I think I'm gonna do that, and I will put the references for this tutorial on my Patreon, so you can grab them there. You're more than welcome. There's a 7-day free trial if you want to check it out and grab the references. Let's see, we can put that in here. I think we need a few short ones down here as well to kind of cover a little bit of the ground here. I think it's so beautiful to use nature in our Christmas illustrations, because it is the gift that we are getting all year. This beautiful, calm place where we can just go and recharge. So using it in this celebratory time is absolutely incredible, and kind of a way to say thank you, a very small way of saying thank you for what we're getting this entire year. I'm gonna put it in a small plate like that. Maybe we need a little bit of a let's see, maybe behind here, just to kind of break the very even composition here. That kind of like that. I usually am not a fan of having 4 of something. I want it to be an uneven number, but because we have the candle as well, it is a little bit different, and I think we're gonna break it by just adding maybe a kind of a twig here with a wilted leaf. We can use that, and we can actually put a wilted leaf on a few of the others, just to kind of give it a little bit more life here. And that is all for the pencil sketch. Now I'm gonna grab my 01 fineliner and just very roughly do an outline here. I have a watercolor or line and wash course where I show how to create candles and everything. You can check that out. I'll put a link for it here below as well. It's all about using nature in your compositions. It's called Nordic Christmas Illustrations. I'm not sure why it seems like a very Nordic way to use nature in this way. I'm not sure. I would love to hear your thoughts on that, because I know you are watching from all over the world. But you can use nature in so many ways. I think often when we think about nature combined with Christmas, it's very much a pine cone thing that we are thinking about. And of course, pine cones and cones are wonderful. But also, there's so many other things. And maybe like this, it's not a super Christmassy thing, but when we kind of use it in a combination with something Christmassy, it suddenly gets another vibe. And kind of, I think to me, this is much more authentic Christmas than all the garlands and everything, though that is also, of course, Christmassy. And in my freebie, and also my course, I am combining the natural elements with the Christmassy elements, so you kind of get that context of Christmas while still using the natural things. So like here we are combining these seed pods with this Christmas decoration idea. So we kind of use the best of both, and that puts us in that context of Christmas, which I'm a Christmas girl so much. So let's see if we can get these to, you can see how it's super easy to make these seed pods look like seed pods as long as we get the pattern right here. See if we can get that one here. In nature, it's very much like about patterns, actually. There's a lot of repeating patterns. Just think of a pine cone, for example. It's all about the pattern of the scales. It's the same on these cornflower seed pods. It's all about having that zigzag pattern where you place the scales behind each other, and you can add a little bit of shadow in places so it shows that some of them are on top of each other and some of them are behind. And here you want to make sure it's visible that they are behind each other. So kind of just emphasizing that line a little bit and that one to show that this one is behind. And now there's a car driving by in a second. That is always exciting. I haven't really gotten used to the thing about sketching outside, but maybe someday I will. So I think we are gonna say that is it for this 101, and I will just add a few touches here with the 005. Maybe just a little bit of shadow, a shape, that. This one could use a little bit of, oh no, we can give it a little bit of a curl, maybe, or a bend. Something like that. Like that. I'll remove the pencil lines with my eraser. And let's see how it looks, if we need something more or if we are good. I think we need a little bit of paint, but besides from that, I like it. Good. You can see how there's a few gaps in the lines. That is completely okay. We're not going to add that in because if we finish all the lines, you will have a very heavy look on your illustration. So I brought my watercolor set here, and I should have some water in here as well. I couldn't find my water brush, so today I'm using just this. And I'm gonna use a brown, and I'm just taking a look at it. I'm gonna use the burnt umber and the Van Dyke brown, I think, and then some warm yellow for the candle. And just putting a little bit of water here for my brush. Just keep it here and we will see if it's enough. So I am wetting my brush here, and now I've got some red in it, as you can see, because it's a dirty palette. We're living it with it and seeing where it takes us. I'll put some Van Dyke brown and add it to my seed pods here. While this is wet, I want to do something. I want to add a little bit of yellow to the direction to the candle. That was hard to say. Just to get it to look like it's glowing on these. On this one, I'll just use the brown, the warm brown, to show that there's still some warmth from the candle showing, but it's not completely direct. Here I am using also the warm brown, putting in some darker Van Dyke brown, cooler Van Dyke brown, and maybe we should add a little bit of the yellow as well to the top here. See if I can do it without getting a totally muddy brush. I think we are good here. Good. Up here I will do put a little bit on this candle, and now it's the tricky part because we have a white candle here, but I'm gonna put a little bit of warm color here, yellow, to shine on my candle. And here would be a little bit easier if I could actually rinse my brush, but trying as best as I can. And remember, this is drying up a lot lighter. I'll be adding a little bit of dark to these leaves and the stems. That. And just putting a little bit of warm brown here on our plate. And that is actually it. Now we have a very quick, nice Christmas illustration. It's a very different one using seed pods, and I hope you got inspired to do something different with your Christmas illustrations. I'll just touch up a little bit here. I'll just turn the camera so I can say goodbye to you probably. I hope this was a nice inspiration for you. You don't need elves and bells and whistles. You can use nature as well as a beautiful inspiration, and it's filled with inspiration. And if you want a little bit of help starting to spot that beauty in nature to use in your Christmas illustrations, make sure to grab my freebie. There's a link here, but also below, so you can click it right away. And I have, I think, 15 photos of things you can find in nature, and also suggestions on how to use it so it becomes super Christmassy and a nice addition to your Christmas cards, gift tags, whatever you are creating for Christmas. I think it's one of the most incredible things to be gifted a gift with a gift tag with something someone created. It's like the biggest hug in the world. So I hope you want to check that out, and have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you around in the next video. Bye!